What is machismo, and how does it impact the coming out story of Latinx youth? While we might not be able to completely answer this question in 5 minutes, we're definitely going to spend some time talking about it this week on this week's Small Talk brought to you by MyWellbeing. I'm your guest host, Ingrid Camacho. Let's get started. In order to completely understand this question and be able to talk about it a bit, we really need to define two key concepts: machismo and coming out. Machismo is a set of cultural expectations attributed to Latinx men within Latinx culture. Some examples of these expectations include things like being strong, being aggressive, and being straight. On the other hand, coming out is the process of revealing one's gender identity and or sexual orientation to family, friends, and other people who are part of one's circle. Due to machismo and other cultural barriers, Latinx youth often face many challenges when making the personal decision to come out to family, friends, and others. For many Latinx individuals, coming out can feel like rejecting part of one's Latinx culture, especially the expectations of gender roles within one's culture. In this process of coming out, it can be really difficult to reconcile both parts of one's identity. And for LGBTQ plus youth, learning to embrace both parts of one identity is very valuable. While some Latinx families are really loving and embracing of their children's identity, other families have some strong sentiments, which really leaves Latinx youth feeling lost, confused, and alone. If you find yourself on your journey of writing your coming out story, I really want you to know that there is no right way to do this. You share your identity with the in the way that you feel is best for you to do so. But with that being said, I'd really like to offer some information that might help you on your journey. First, figure out the where, when, and how to do this. Plan out where you want to have this conversation. Whether you decide to have it at home or somewhere else, it's really important that you have this conversation in a place that you feel safe, secure, confident, and in your element. Also, think about when you want to have this conversation. This includes things like figuring out the day of the week that you want to have this conversation and the time of day. Lastly, think about the how. This includes things like coming up with a short script or maybe some key phrases that might help you through this journey of having this coming out conversation and to be clear and concise throughout. Second, really think about your family's response or how you might respond to your family's response. The hope is that every family will have nothing else but love for you. With this expectation, however, it's really important to have a plan of how you might address your family if their responses are ones of confusion, worry, or anger. If it feels safe for you to do so, respond to their questions and concerns as best as you can. You can do things like offer information, offer love, and set firm boundaries if need be. Third, have a safety plan just in case. Again, the hope and my hope for you is that your family will have nothing else but love for you. But it's really important to have a plan B in case there are any negative reactions. For example, if you are housing dependent and financially dependent on your family, make sure that you have a plan B for alternative housing. Always consider your safety before coming out to your family. And lastly, find support. Surround yourself with people who love you unconditionally and lean on them for support. You don't have to do this on your own, and do not do this on your own because you are not alone. You can also search for other informational resources online about coming out and next steps. As I prepare to close this talk today, I would like to address the family, friends of Latinx LGBTQ plus youth who might be here with me this week. If you find yourself listening in on this talk in order to learn more about how to support your family member on their coming out journey, here are some things that you should keep in mind. Remember, you are their village. They need you. Do not ignore them. Do not use religion to shame them. Do not tell them that this is just a phase. Tell them instead that you love them. Thank them for sharing their coming out story with you and for trusting you with this information. Ask them what they need for you or what they need from you. And most importantly, be whatever it is that they need. Thank you so much for listening today. It's been a pleasure to be able to shed some light on this topic. But remember that I've only scratched the surface here. I encourage you to continue learning and contributing to your own journey. I hope this small talk was helpful for you today. Feel free to comment your thoughts, tag a friend, and to share this talk with those that might benefit from hearing it. I hope that you all continue to be well during this time, and I look forward to chatting with you again soon.